Welcome to Exponential News, your daily dose of what's happening at the edge of the exponential age. We break down the latest in AI, crypto, space, and frontier tech, so you don't miss the signal in the noise. Okay, let's dive right in. Our first theme today is the battle for the next big computing platform. And guess where it's happening? Right on your face. The long-predicted era of smart glasses isn't some far-off experiment anymore. It's a full-blown arms race. And I mean, everyone is placing their bets. You've got Niantic, the minds behind Pokemon Go, developing AI vision that knows exactly where you are and what you're seeing. Meta, of course, is pushing the boundaries with facial recognition. Google's playing it smart, partnering with fashion brands like Warby Parker to make their tech actually wearable. Even specialized players are jumping in, targeting areas like education. Now, this number represents the core technology that's making this whole race possible. See, for smart glasses to work, they can't be bulky or hot. Well, a company called XMEMS just unveiled the world's thinnest solid-state speaker, a mere 1.28 millimeters thick. It's a massive leap forward in solving one of the biggest design challenges out there. And this is the direct result of that kind of innovation. The new Rokid AR glasses weigh just 49 grams, making them the lightest on the market. But they're not just light. They are packed with features like real-time translation and navigation. And get this, they're already being used in healthcare to support patients with Alzheimer's. So what does this all mean? Well, by solving these core problems of weight and heat, and by finding real-world applications that go way beyond just entertainment, these devices are quickly moving from niche gadgets to serious contenders to replace the phone you've got in your pocket. This trend, it extends from our faces to our roads. The same explosion we're seeing in AI and hardware is accelerating the autonomous revolution. And trust me, it's happening a lot faster than you might think. At the very heart of this revolution is just raw computing power. Nvidia just dropped its Drive AGX Thor development kit, and it is an absolute monster. It delivers 2,000 teraflops. That's 2,000 trillion calculations per second. This is the kind of real-time brain a vehicle needs to navigate the complexities of the real world safely. And this isn't some prototype collecting dust on a shelf. No way. It's already being adopted by major car makers like BYD and Volvo, as well as the leading autonomous trucking companies like Aurora and Gatik. The hardware for mass deployment is officially here, and it's being integrated into vehicle production lines right now. And here's what that looks like in practice. In Shenzhen, a city of over 12 million people, a company called WeRide just launched China's first truly driverless city bus. It's running a 6.6-kilometer route on public roads with absolutely no human safety driver on board. This is not a test track, it's a real-world service, proving commercial viability is here, right now. Now let's shift from the physical world to the digital, where AI is fundamentally rewriting the rules of creation. It's not just interpreting our world anymore, it's helping us build entirely new parts of it. First up, software development. xAI's new model, Grok Code Fast, basically hits a trifecta of performance. Just look at these specs. It's incredibly fast, extremely cheap to run, and has a massive 256,000 token context window. That means it can understand and work with huge code bases all at once. This combination is a massive accelerant for any developer's workflow. And that creative power extends far, far beyond code. A new open-source AI model called Bindcraft is completely flipping the script on drug discovery. For decades, finding a new drug meant screening millions of compounds in a lab. Bindcraft just skips that entirely, moving directly from a design target to a functional drug candidate. The impact here is the potential to compress years of R&D into weeks or maybe even days. This could dramatically accelerate the creation of new therapies for everything from genetic diseases to common allergies. It's a huge deal. This convergence of the digital and physical brings us to our next theme: how software and programmable systems are rewriting the rules of both global finance and our own biology. In finance, the decentralized protocol Aave is building a serious bridge to Wall Street. Its New Horizon platform allows major institutions to borrow against tokenized real-world assets like treasury bonds. And they're not doing it alone. They've partnered with giants like VanEck and WisdomTree. At the same time, the infrastructure is scaling up. Circle's USDC stablecoin is now integrated into Finaster's payment network, which is used by about 8,000 banks. And as this chart shows, that integration can slash cross-border transaction fees from as high as 6% down to almost nothing. we're watching stablecoins become core financial plumbing. And this programmable revolution extends all the way down to our DNA. Cathie Wood's ARK Invest is making a massive bet on gene editing, snapping up over $11 million worth of shares in leading CRISPR companies just this past week. That is a clear signal of long-term conviction. And the reason for that conviction is becoming undeniable. A new study on the FDA-approved therapy XSL shows it's not just a clinical success, it is life-changing. Sickle cell patients are reporting quality of life scores that are now above the average for the general population. This is the proof that the promise of CRISPR is becoming a reality. Finally, none of this, not the AI, not the autonomous cars, not the biotech revolution, is possible without energy, a massive amount of it. So let's look at the moonshot effort to power this exponential age. Investment in nuclear fusion is, well, going nuclear. Private funding has skyrocketed by 178% in the last year alone, hitting over $2.6 billion. The capital is flowing in because the science is getting closer and closer to a breakthrough. And this isn't just venture capital speculation. The biggest tech companies in the world are now signing power purchase agreements for energy that doesn't even exist yet. Google has a deal for 200 megawatts with Commonwealth Fusion, and Microsoft is buying 50 megawatts from Helion, both with delivery targeted before 2028. The takeaway is clear. Fusion is officially moving from science fiction into commercial reality. What was once a purely scientific pursuit has become a geopolitical and economic race to build the power grid of the future. That's it for today's Exponential News. To dive deeper and see how we're building in public, visit exponential.com and join our community.